Hey everyone, welcome in. Thank you for joining me today on this Friday. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing well. I've got some ball cards to showcase, some TTM that I got back. Here's some stuff I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on sending out to Bill Sampson on this 91 score. I'm also planning to send out to Tony Fossis. I haven't seen anybody get him back in a little bit though. I have been seeing some Bill Sampson, but I only had that one card of his. Still gonna try to send out to him. I've got this Rookie of the Year award, Jerry Kuzman. I need to get this out to him sometime soon. And this Pat Listash card that I'd like to get signed. And I'm also planning on showcasing some of my binder stuff later on tonight. I might make a separate video for that. All right, first up, I got back Dave Lapointe. He's no longer signing or he's wanting a fee now. He sent this back unsigned. So Dave Lapointe, I saw on the sports card forum that some people had been like sending him like 20 copies of the same card. I think everybody's burnt him out like they burnt out Don Ace before, Aussie. So I think that with this guy, Dave Lapointe is probably going to be charging now because I got this back unsigned, unfortunately. So we'll have to see. Mickey Stanley. This took 1 year to get back. 1 year to get back on this Mickey Stanley 1969 Topps. Detroit Tigers. Let's go Tigers. I had a guy the other day say, let's go Tigers. And I said, go Kirk Gibson. And he didn't get it. I don't know what kind of a Tigers fan you could be. Anyway, Steve Lyons. This takes also a year to get back on the White Sox. Hopefully his returns are going to start showing up. I saw the Juan Gonzalez returns showing up for some of the TTMers out there. Dave Bristol. Wrapping up my Dave Bristol collection. This will go into 71. And I got this dual signed 67 style custom that I made of Dick Simpson and Dave Bristol. That'll go in the folder. Got back another Tony Kubik card. Tony Kubik, and he wrote me a nice little note. Said, thank you, Jay. Bobby Richardson, dual sign there. I guess I can see it a little bit better. And then they signed it on the back as well. That is a real treasure. Be a 1 of 1 right there. Another 1 of 1 for me. Todd Blackledge only had one. Great little 85 card. You're supposed to have them like this, I think. Super funny design. I always feel like it should be flipped around the other way. There it is on the back. Really strange design they came up with that for that year. Bill Lee. I asked him if he needed any more customs. And he only signed this one. He didn't sign the other card. This Bill Lee and Bernie Carbo, they burned me out. I gotta send one more thing out to Bill Lee. I think that's it for my Bill Lee stuff. They're too much of a character, man. Real characters right there, boy. Tell you what. They got Paul Gardner there on the 81. Here on the old Peachy. Beautiful Penguins cards. What is this, an 82 or something? And it's 80, isn't it, there? Or 82. It's very confusing on the hockey cards. I got them in order, so no. This guy, this one made me aggravated because he was signing like 4 and 5 for everyone, so I sent him 4 or 5 cards, and he kept all of them, and he only signed this one. I was like, oh man, goodness, was my letter not good enough? What the heck? So at least I got one back anyway, but I'm done with John Cullen, and then I really didn't like the fact that he kept all his other cards. He could have said thanks or sent them back or something. Floyd Smith, I forget what years this is. This is the one with the stamp things that go on the back sometimes, though. Beautiful Floyd Smith card. This might be a 70. And this is what, a 60? something. Another great looking card. There's a 66, of course. You know those. So great looking Floyd Smith cards. Love to see it. Can't wait to put those in my hockey binder. J.C. Martin on the 59 style custom. And Dave Baldwin, J.C. Martin there on a 69 custom dual sign. So I'm going to stick this in my Players Run binder with Dave Baldwin. That's where those would go. Ralph Bryant. Bryant was languishing away in the minor leagues for a long, but I think it was a long time with before he got called up to go into the majors, and so he went over there with he was doing really big numbers with Texas or whatever those minor league team that he was with. I think it was Texas, putting up good numbers. He was a real solid player, and they brought him up after a long time of just keeping him in the major minors and minors and minors. Brought him up to the majors, and then they didn't give him enough games. And then they told him they were going to put him back in the minors again. So he went over there to Japan where he became a star there. So I think he got drafted in, let's see where it was. He was the number one selection in the June 81 draft. But then they kept him in the Albuquerque farm system forever, where he was, and the Texas League, where he was just home runs and RBIs and everything. So he was one of those guys that the system was full of other players over there on the Dodgers, so he didn't really get his chance to shine. And then from 81 all the way to 87, he's waiting and waiting. So he just went to, when the opportunity presented itself, go to Japan, where he became a Japanese star over there, and his stats really blew up over there in Japan. Ralph Bryant. I think that's an interesting story. I think about that story. I think it's a pretty neat one. But it's something that you see happen sometimes with different players. They get stuck on the um, farm system or the minors at different times, where they had a strange injury, different things like that happen that prevented them from being bigger than what they could have been. I mean, probably if he wasn't stuck in that Dodgers system, and he was a part of a different team that had a spot for him, he probably would have done really well just here in the States. Here we have Jerry Walker on the 1962 tops. Beautiful card, 62. I don't remember how many 62s I've got right now, but it's a lot. It's interesting. I flip that over to the back side. Jerry walks away a winner. Oh, these are really cool backs on the 62. Love it. My 91 scores. Show you guys my 91 score collection and how it's coming along. Jeff Reardon, really solid pitcher there. And in the last two, I got Ken Griffey Sr. on the score. Now this was eBay pickup. I think somebody went to the one of the recent in-person signings, and they had a bunch of different in-person signing stuff up for sale on eBay. So I picked it up. And this is Mike Stanley that I'm planning on sending off to Bobby Valentine and Nolan Ryan. So I had this one out, getting ready to send it off. So I appreciate you guys for coming through. Take care, be safe always, and I'll be back tomorrow on Saturday with some more Through the Mail goodness. Later.